Aye. I wish to speak with Thorvald. What's your business here? I'm looking to speak with Thorvald. You're speaking to him. Are you the only dwarf on this island? I've been the only dwarf here for the last 100 years. Sent here unjustly, I might add. Where's the rest of the Black Mountain clan? Black Mountain clan? There's no Black Mountainers here. I'm the only dwarf that's ever lived on this rock. You're not of the Black Mountain clan? Thorvald Two Stones of the Wheel clan. Oh, I'm Thorvald. You're a bit off in your directions. The Black Mountain clan is in the northernmost region of the Stonewall Mountains. I've been there. Their mines are deserted. That's strange. Why do you believe they're here? They were to be banished here by order of the Wheel clan. Who told you this? A feeble-minded dwarf hidden deep in their mines. And what was his name? Says his name was Gundmund. Gundmund? Gundmund Orbender and I were friends. But in no way was he feeble-minded. He was one of the bravest warriors I knew. I find it hard to imagine that he could have become feeble-minded in such a short time. The story he told was very disturbing. What did he tell you? Tell him the story of banishment. Blah, blah, blah. The whole clan gone? My clan involving themselves in magics? None of this makes any sense. Have you spoken to the Wheel clan about this? I don't even know where the Wheel clan is. Do you? Of course I do. Here, I'll mark it on your map. But knowing its location will not be enough. What do you mean? To keep out outworlders, our clan created an optical illusion of the grandest scale using glass and mirrors, which makes the entrance of our mine look as if it's never existed. And how do you get in? A pair of specially made spectacles, which use thin slices of cathode crystal as lenses. Every member of the Wheel clan have a pair. I still have mine. I'll get you off this island if you get me to the Wheel clan. No, I don't believe you'll ever be leaving this island. Alive, anyway. Why do you say that? Do you think you just land a boat on the island without anyone knowing? I'm sure it's already been captured and your captain thrown to the sharks. Then come with me. With you by my side, they'll let us pass. Sounds tempting, but it's too risky. I'm in a good position here, and I don't want to jeopardize it. If the men discover I joined up with you and was planning to leave them here to rot, it'd mean both our heads. Are you a dwarf or a gnome? You want off this rock or not? Okay, let's go. I've been here too long already. Really? I can't believe that. I didn't... Can I actually... I can only have 4 max followers. How? Whatever. I don't care. Must be another bug. Thorvald no stones. Ooh. 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 So I'm guessing that's what you need the Cathorn crystal for, is the spectacles. Hello, Ogden. Seem very articulate. No offense perceived, sir. In actuality, I'm but of half over. I've never blah blah blah. Peculiar. It's very rare human ogre. Is it, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Alright, well, you get mad if I start murdering everyone inside. I won't do it. I won't do it. At least not until I get all the questesses. Hello? Anybody here? Ooh, a still. Who the fuck are you? I be called Norian, out here on the island. Nothing more, nothing less. Greetings. What do you do? Potato moonshine. I see. Must be quite a demand for strong drink out here. You say that again. Not much else to take a man's mind off things. Makes me right popular around here as well. Most of the men come here when they got something to trade. Speaking of, I might have a job if you're looking for work. Sure. It's not difficult. I trade with a man by the name of Maximilian who lives out in the wilds. Old Max ain't a bad sort, but dangerous. You know what I mean? I've owed him a jug of moonshine for a fortnight, but with all the men disappearing, I've been scared to go and take it to him. Ah, okay. I'll take it to him. Ah, you're braver soul than I thought. If you're willing to face whatever's out there, old Max might not even be alive. But I don't want to make him mad if he is. Take this jug out to him, I'll give you a jug of your own. You'll never know. You never know what some old Norian's moonshine is worth. I'll do so in return. Tell Max to give you a note confirming the delivery. Okay. Alright, so there's a beast. There's a beast of some kind. Holy shit! 21 strength? Holy fucking A! What can you make? Can you make anything? You can't make shit. Holy shit! Fucking Dwarfzilla. God, I hope he stays with my party. Shit. Max. Oh, god damn it, Max. Hey, here's your jug of moonshine. Fury wants a receipt. Yes. Looking for the den of the big evil gun monster. Or anti-gun monster. Oh, your ship's probably already been captured. I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. I guess the ship would have been captured, and I'm guessing Captain Teach fucked everybody up. Oh, shit. That's something to travel back to. Hey, look, there's dead bodies everywhere. Here's the note.
The purity of your spirit is beginning to offend me.
You know, I have Dwarfzilla in my party now, Torian. Do you really want to fuck with me? You remember what happened to Magnus? Fine, we'll... Seashore attacks, this is my home. What the hell is this? I have received the moonshine. Fine. So I guess he gets pissy if you kill people around here. Alright. You tell me of nomadic uppity bitches want nothing to do with our bit of civilization. How could they have given it all up? Not my thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do some quick runs around out in the wilderness here. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Come on, where's the lair of the Kevlar titty monster? Fine, fine. You want to tell me where it's at? Oi, laddie! What have you found about the Black Mountain Clan? Plenty. What happened here, Captain? Who the fuck are these assholes? Ah, bloody inmates thought they'd come out here and play at being swashbucklers. As if old Teach is gonna let a bunch of scurvy landlubbers board the Gypsy Shadow. I just gave him what was coming to him, laddie. Nicely done, Captain. Let's get the fuck out of here. It won't be sad to leave this place behind. Looks like we'll be heading back to Ashbury then. Ready when you are. Oh well. You, Thorvald. Maybe got the hammer. Frittata moonshine. Fucking Dwarfzilla and his mighty battle bastard hammer of doom. Oh, yes. Morning. Barter. Grenade launcher. Knockout gas. Grenade launcher. Fucking grenade launcher. Oh, that must be an explosives. Elephant gun and explosive grenade. Yes. Sometimes subtly isn't going to get the job done. For those times, there's the grenade launcher, the product of combining the elephant gun and the explosive grenade. This ferocious firearm launches explosive projectiles at your enemies. Need we describe the result? Wonderful. And knockout gas. Alright. Meh. I can say I can make it now. Fucking elephant gun and grenades. My question is, does it use bullets or does it use explosive grenades? Because if I have to keep making explosive grenades, that's going to be a bitch eventually. Well, let's see. Tell me about the Wheel Clan. Thank you, bitch. Damn it. Barter. You don't have any smarty potions. God damn it. Okay. So I guess we have to head to the Dwarf clan of the Wheel and shit. Oh, hello there, Mr. Uncharted Cave. Well, near the Uncharted Cave.
Greetings, traveler.
It seems to me that you're looking for answers. Perhaps it is time that I answered them for you.
Who the fuck are you?
Don't you know? Are you not the reincarnation of Nazareth? Has it been so long that you don't recognize your old nemesis? Or perhaps you're not the living one after all, merely a puppet playing his role.
Oh, you must be Aranax.
So, you remember me, do you, Nazareth? Do you remember what I did to your pathetic elven council? Do you remember when all of Arcanum shook before my power? Be warned, they will do so again. I have come to bring you a message.
What the fuck might that be?
The message is this. Whether you are the living one or not, whether or not the coward Nazareth hides in your bones or still rots in his grave, the inevitable will still come to pass. I am returning. It has already been set in motion, and there's nothing you can do about it. I am returning, and all will fall before me. Everyone you know, everyone you love.
You bastard! Come out here where I can shoot you!
See my power? Do you yet understand? Perhaps I need to be more clear. No one is safe, traveler. No one. Not even you.
Aranax! Ah!
Shown you in. Remember and tell the world. Aronax is returning to Arcanum, and nothing will ever be the same.
That's it. I'm making a grenade launcher. And I'm gonna go fucking Call of Duty on your ass. Anyway, thank you for randomly interrupting my journey, Dick Licker. Hey, Virgil. It seems like your religion might have some credence, after all. Oh, look. Yay. Yeah, Aeronex doesn't have the right kind of names to do the whole con bit, but eh. Oh, what business have you in the caverns of the Wheel Clan? Speak. I come with grave news. I see, this is grave news indeed. You need to speak with King Thunderstone. His house is directly northeast of here. Just go through the center passes and speak with him, and he'll know what to do. Thank you, I'll do that. Well, my friend, I thank you for saving me, and I wish you luck on your quest. I'm off to catch up with some friends of mine. Well, the pleasure was mine, Thorvald. Good day to you. No! You do realize that this means I'm going to go back to the Island of Despair and murder everybody since you didn't stay in my party? Dwarfzilla. That's gay. Get the one, like, super-powered, awesome, cool dwarf bastard of death and doom and... Really? Little beaky helmets? Should fucking kill them and just so I can equip. I mean, it won't be as good as the robe I have him with, but it would definitely. The fuck. Okay, I'm guessing that's probably Thundernut's fucking house. This is the domicile of King Thunderballs. Greetings, traveler. I'm sorry, I don't believe we met. I'm Landiver Thunderstone, son of Logier Thunderstone. I stand as chieftain and king in waiting of all dwarves both over and under both over and under mountain in the lands of Arcanum. Welcome to the caverns of the Wheel Clan. Pleasure to meet you, short little shitty person, but I have questions. I've come with dire news. Dire nature? What are you speaking of? I see. You say you've been on the Island of Despair to confirm the story of Gundam and Orbender? Yes, I was there and there was no sign of the BMC dwarves. This troubles me, friend. We were given assurances by Elberek. Assurances? Bloody meddling. Blast them all to the top tips. Blast who? The elves? What's going on? This is an old and dark business. The business of my father. And as I am his heir, it falls to me to make it right. But I don't know what to do. He told me so little. And what happened? Great and solid Logar Thunderstone, king of the dwarves. You know of him, stranger. Stories of his courage, of his strength, and of his wisdom. My father, among stones. From out of the madness of the clan wars, he united us under one banner, under one king, through sheer power of his will. Where is he? What happened? It broke his heart, that heavy stone heart. He who warred against Lorik the Abjurer in the past of Gorgoth, who in victory burned Lorik alive along with 10,000 of his dwarven followers. And this broke him like a child upon the stone of the world. Yeah, but what happened? It is as the Orbender told you. My father permitted the banishment of his own people by the elves. He watched them sent away, heard their cries, with hardness born of 100 generations of thunderstones. So where is he? My father came home, and upon his knees cried out for his lost, foolish brethren. Tears of regret, stranger. Regret, shame, and sorrow. The cavern shook with his fury, shook at the impact of his hands upon bare stone. He tore the clothes from his body, and set his bulk against the walls and the floors. Then his sorrow was marked with blood. And then, I told you he left us, walked into the old caverns with nothing but harrow, first act as thunderstones, and with that weapon he disappeared, exiled by his own grief, and left the Wheel Clan. He's never returned. Right. Gunman spoke of a connection to Gilbert Bates. Bates! It was Bates who spread technology and its disease. And who are we to blame him? Humans. Cursed with brevity, lacking patience, lacking discernment. I've spent human lifetimes deciding on what type of stone to use in a mural. And look what they've done in a few turns of the moon. And with this, these elves came to us speaking of punishments. What the fuck do the elves have to do with this? The elves? It was they who demanded the banishment of the Black Mountain clan for their crimes. But as for the reasons, as I said, I know very little. My father's never told me the details of his discussions with them. Only that what had been decided was necessary, and that the responsibility would be his. What the fuck did they do? I mean, seriously. Technology, manipulation of natural force, the stone and gear works that make men gods. This is our legacy, given into the hands of reckless children. And the disease is spread, and the cost, stranger. Oh, the bloody cost. And who the fuck were the elves? I have no idea. Don't know why my father felt it necessary to speak with them, nor heed their demands. As king, my father should never have allowed them to interfere, but for some reason he allowed it. He's never spoken a word about it since. Guess I'll have to find him. Where'd he go? I told you, he exiled himself. He walked into the dredge and has never returned. What's the dredge and where can I find it? The dredge is an old system of caverns. A mine, actually, not far from here. The entrance is just beyond the entrance to these chambers and to the southeast. There you'll find a stone archway. Beyond it you'll find the dredge, into which my father disappeared. So what unspeakable Cthulhian nightmares from beyond the veil of time and space occupy the dredge? Right now it serves little purpose but to house an assortment of foul creatures. There are minecart tracks and an occasional storeroom. No one ventures in there anymore, so I don't know anything beyond that. You must know where he is. Can I convince you to tell me? Why would you think that? If a dwarf wants to be alone, then a dwarf stays alone. Your son is there. I'm confused. Why exactly was your father so shamed? That's a complicated discussion, friend. A very long one that I'm not sure you'll fully be able to understand. I believe my mental powers are up to the task. Perhaps you're correct. Fine. My father's reasons for leaving are tied up in ageless tradition. Truly, in his opinion, he had no other option than to leave his clan. He was only doing what he saw to be his only choice. You said, in his opinion. You disagree? Perhaps you should ask that later, once you've heard what I have to say. Oh, okay. Tradition. Perhaps tradition's the wrong word. Philosophy might be a better one. Though we dwarves rarely consider ourselves philosophers. Philosophy, as most know it, infers a certain amount of subjective opinion and a particular open-mindedness towards other trains of thought. What I speak of is different. And what exactly are you referring to? I'm talking about the stuff of dwarven souls, the tenets we live by, our moral fiber, though morality plays no part in it. Not morality as most know it. What I speak of, friend, is what is known as the shape of the stone and the shape. Wait. Continue. To be a dwarf, what does this mean? Our character is defined through immovability, the solidity of stone. We dwarves see the soul not as something ephemeral or transient, but as rooted in reality as the mountains in which we carve our homes. Do you understand? Clearly you're speaking of dwarven commonality. Yes, speak both metaphorically and literally. We are dwarves, and there is much about us that is like the stone. We feel no more at home than when it surrounds us, and it carries us to the goddamn fire, roar of the great molten flows, or the slow wind in subterranean ocean rivers, or when all is quiet, mountain whispers, so steeped in age, even the stars were young when they were first spoken. Okay. And so to understand this is to understand part of what makes us dwarves. Those loves are immovable, unchangeable, so we are like the stone. What of the shape? The shape is what forms us, and what defines our being and our purpose, and the things we say and do. As there are many types of stones, so are there many shapes. Granite for bricks, shale for oil stones, marble for statues, and crystal for the fragile and the precise. Wait, is it the shape that defines what the stone becomes? This is the most important concept. One cannot exist without the other. To a certain degree, shape defines what the stone becomes. Flint makes a good striking stick, but the reverse is just as true. You can't make a good striking stick without flint. Shape arises from stone, but stone is dependent upon shape. Do you understand? I want to make sure I understand this. It's perhaps stated most simply in this way. As slate will flake and crack under the sculptor's chisel, so will a dwarf who knows not his purpose, knows not his shape. So stone and shape define your morality. Precisely. You seem to understand this very well. Dwarven morality, the choices we make, at the most basic level, is defined by us being dwarves. Work ethic, love of family, respect of wisdom. These are our morality. We seem them? Typo. We see them not as choices, because as dwarves it's merely being who we are. Stone is the existence of these things. Shape is their expression. I see, but fate seems to be playing a very large role here. If what you mean is that we're fated from birth to be a particular kind of person, you're incorrect, although I can see where you'd make that connection. I've said only that your shape must be true to your stone. The use of the word fate presupposes a single, unalterable line. Dwarven purpose is a room with many doors. So, stone in shape. In terms of your father, my father left us because he felt he had betrayed both the stone and his shape. He felt that allowing the elves to banish his brethren was a betrayal of his stone. The same act was also a betrayal of his shape, being the king of the dwarves. Without either, he was empty. What's your opinion, Randever? Was it betrayal? At times, my friend, when the choices we're forced to make cannot be true to both shape and the stone. I've thought long and hard on the issue. I have not the answers, but I know my father is a dwarf among dwarves. There's a saying among us, weigh your own stone. It is not for me to decide. Thank you. I feel I better understand your father, and maybe this will probably lead to conversation points when I find the crazy old fucker. Maybe, I don't know. No, thank you, friend. Few are outlanders who would even care to ask. It's good I've shared things with you today. Can we continue our previous discussion? Certainly. You're his son. I'd assume you've gone looking for him. Do I? He left me here to rule a kingdom, and rule it I will. What sort of son would I be to go running around in the dark looking for a father who doesn't care? Your anger is hollow. You need not protect him from me. You see more than most, my friend. You're correct. I hold no animosity towards my father. My heart breaks it every day that he's gone. I seek the truth. I think your father would want that as well. I believe you, stranger. I truly do. I just might be able to point you in the right direction. Any help would be appreciated. I must admit that you're correct. I do see him almost every day, although he says very little. He lives deep within the dredge, but I have a hidden passage through which I travel, and with it you'll encounter no trouble. Just enter here. There's the secret passage under the throne. I trust you, stranger. Find your answers, do what is right, and I pray he'll tell you what you need to know. I'll most certainly try. Thank you, Randever. I was not expecting that in the slightest. Okay. But I'm going to cut off the video for now, and when we come back, we'll take the secret passage to the crazy naked dwarf king. So, I'll see you in a little bit.